Morning, it's Saturday the 22nd of March 2025. As promised, the Roman reporter's been out this week and he's cobbled us something together which I'm going to stick to the end of this. But before that, I woke up this morning and bloody George Foreman died yesterday. So, I'll just put a bit of something down about him, but he had a big part, not a big part to play, but he made a mark in my life because when you were boxing, I was a huge boxing fan. Anyway, born 10th of January 1949, and he died the 21st of March 2025. 81 fights. How many fighters can you say? How many fighters have that amount of fights now? He won 76 fights, and he knocked 68 of them opponents out, and he had only 5 losses. Became champion in 1972 when he beat Smoking Joe Frazier. He must have knocked him down 10 times. Smoking Joe went over his mug. He was a world champion, so obviously. Then he went on to fight Muhammad Ali, Rumble in the Jungle. Old Ali, what a legend out there in Africa. He got all the African continent whipped up against George. Didn't stand a chance really, George. I mean, he punched his son out and then Ali's knocked him out. So he wasn't just fighting Ali, he was fighting the whole of the African continent. He also lost to Jimmy Young in the 70s, and then probably 30 years on, when he was an old man, he lost to Shannon Briggs, Tommy Morrison and Evander Holyfield. Not a bad record that. He'd have blasted them men stayed out ring in his heyday, I can tell you that. Holyfield won't even go on the light heavyweight. But what a legacy he leaves. He went from one of the most feared heavyweights in the world. He went from a hoodlum to an Olympic gold medal winner, to a heavyweight champion in the world, to a preacher, to a grill entrepreneur, and he managed to have 5 sons. He called them all George. Keep it simple, eh? What an amazing life he left. Well done, George. And I'll leave it to Lennox Lewis to, he said this morning, simply said this, rest in peace, King. Meanwhile, mentioned Sebastian Coe yesterday, didn't we? He went for President of the International Olympic Committee, got 8 votes out of 97. Had a quick look at why would the vote against him. When he was chairman of the Olympic Committee for the London Olympics, he was on a salary of £365,000 a fucking year, this kid. And at the same time, his sports promotion company, majority owned by Seb Coe and William Hague, Tories, they made over £12 million from organising VIP hospitality packages for which they were allocated the tickets by the organising committee. If that would have happened in Brazil or South Africa, the media would have been fucking screaming corruption. Remember, the London Olympics cost the taxpayer £9 billion. When people do that in Britain, it's just a nod and a wink, and that's normal service. Nobody gives a fuck. Now, when there's any money involved, or committees and all that, I always think this. The first thing you look for are the Tories, and if they are, then they're in it for what they can fucking get out of it. Anyway, bit more pleasant now. Ted's taking us on a walkabout. Here we go.
Ted here, Roman reporter for North East. It's Paddy's Day, 17th of March, and I'm here at the Tyne Amateur Rowing Club, which started in 1871. And there in the background there, just see top of it, used to be Newburn Hotel. I stopped at that hotel in 1997, and it was £20 for a week, and it was one of the roughest pubs and B&Bs I've ever stopped in my life, but we could do it, and it's closed and boarded up now. What a waste, such a great building. Donkey Dave will be in bed. I had a good drink with Donkey Dave, and I found out about Graham Bell, that when he made the call from the house down to the pit, it was to Donkey Dave, and he says, Can you tell Donkey Dave to get a transformer and get some work done? In any case, that's another story. Don't call him rubber shovel for now. And here I am, here, so the George Stephenson, 1781 to 1845, Water Row, Newburn. From 1798 to 1801, George Stephenson was in charge of Robert Hawthorne's new pumping engine at Water Row Pit, where George's father, Robert, was a fireman. I didn't know Robert Stephenson had been a fireman. Pew, Bew, Barney McGrew, Crufted, Dibble, Grub. Sonnet Fireman Arnold and Windy Miller. So yeah, it's a beautiful day here on the Tyne. It's all mine, all mine. And what's a shame about Newburn Lodge Hotel. See if we can get that back here to it. Tyne Amateur Rowing Club, 1871. And here it is, all boarded up. I can get to it. So I'll just finish this cast off and get here, so they're all coming out, blossom. Beautiful. Like I said, 1997 over here. Great building like this, boarded up. Brings back some good memories. We can do it. Bye from now, from the Roman Reporter. Bye. This is my view today. And we come Roman Reporter. It's the 21st of March 2025. And we're here at Wilton Mill viaduct. What a piece of engineering, architecture, where the coal wagon used to go. Not in use anymore. It used to run from Newcastle, which is that direction, and it used to run then up to Consett, with all coals and coking plants and furnaces and steelworks were all going full swing in 1900s. And what the work of art this is. Be alright here, Donkey Dave. Couldn't see him building this donkey because he'd be still in bed. But what a wonderful work of art that is. Makes you wonder how they built such a magnificent viaduct. No laser levels or nothing, just brute strength. Wagon and horses and brute strength. Unbelievable. Industrial revolution. Look at that. On that bridge now. Another one here for you, Donkey Dave. You can do it. On the river Derwent. On the Wilton Mill viaduct. Bye for now. Morning from the Roman Reporter, and here I am on the 21st of March on a Friday, and I'm walking over the viaduct. I've just done the video. Might have just got out of bed, Donkey Dave, and this is the top of the viaduct. Like I said, that way down to Newcastle, that way up to Consett. And here, over here, in the woods, we've got the I'll just zoom in. We've got the Column of Liberty, built by Sir John Bowes, 1751. And at the top of the column, you can believe me or not, is a 14-foot statue of a woman. It used to be done in gilt. The statue was was made by John Richardson at the cost of £40. The complete column cost £2,000, which is equal today of £1 million. And he just said that built because he had that much money. Freedom of women, 1751. About that, Donkey Dave. That was before suffragettes. And that's down at the bottom here. Got the River Derwent at the bottom. It's a beautiful blue day. Blue skies. Here up in Newcastle, Bladen. Winlotton village, just over there. Just get a view down there. Park up top there, Woodland Park. And yes, beautiful. What history up this neck of wood. Coal, iron, coking, mines. Beautiful. I hope Donkey Dave gets this. So that's looking down the River Derwent there. And just to mention again the column of Liberty. By now, I'll see thee, as we say in Barnsley, we'll see thee. Friday 21st of March, the Roman reporters just walked from down there, all uphill. And I've just heard a stirring, might be Donkey Dave, telling her in bed. In any case, we've just come to Hollin Heads Manor. Probably well in its day, looking all over his serfs in the bottom, digging coal, making steel. Well, I lived it up here. Probably a big manor house in its day. '13th century medieval manor built in local sandstone. The house belongs to the Harding family for 200 years before becoming part of the Gibbside estate, 1732. This is what's at the back of it. Probably come through from the main road up there. But yeah, old on inside house at Wickham. Probably coal baron. Like I said, all his serfs down in the valley grafting, something Donkey Dave never did. Or his other name was Rubber Shovel. Like I say, from all inside Wickham, I'll see thee.
Thanks for that, Ted. What a lovely accent Ted's got. Broad Barnsley. Over there at Newburn Hotel, I once paid £20 for a week. One of the worst hotels I've ever stopped in. Look here, said they. All that coming out's blossom. Then he goes off to viaduct. What a work of art this is. How did they do this without laser lines? And they did it with horse and cart. I'll tell you how they did it, Ted. They had men like me on job. Thanks for that, Ted. Have a great day, everybody.